Date with intention. Be intentional in your dating. I like to say have the hard questions. But even before I talk about having the hard questions, be intentional with your dating. Your dating, I've said many times, should not be because you're bored, you're lonely. Man, I understand what lonely and boredom feels like. I've known what wanting someone to tell you how beautiful you are feels like. I had been single for so long and I was getting desperate. But when I turned that desperation into deciding to be a wife before I was a wife, that's why I did a lot of research. That's why I did a lot of reading. I read a lot of relationship books. Listened to a lot of podcasts on relationships because I wanted to be a wife before I was a wife. So I turned that into that. So I understand how lonely it can be, how bored you can be, how you desire dates, you desire someone to affirm you, desire someone to call you, you desire someone to take you places. I get it. But please be intentional with your dating. Your dating should, when you get this person, I've said dating is an interview. So if this interview didn't work by date one, date two, it doesn't work, let that go. Go on another date with someone else. And when you get that person and you start dating, not going on dates, when you start dating, please date with the intention of marriage. That should always be your end goal. And if you know you do not desire marriage, do not waste someone's time. Just be honest and say, I ain't looking for I'm not looking for the long haul, I'm looking for short term. Just be honest. Just be honest. There are so many people who really desire marriage. They desire a husband or a wife. They desire kids. They desire family. They desire to create a life with somebody. So don't tag them along when you know you'll never propose, you'll never want to get married, or you're not ready to. Let them go and get someone who has the same vision as them. So when I talk about the hard questions, what do I mean? Ask questions like, how many kids do you want? Do you even want kids? Because I can assume you want kids and you don't want them. Then when we get married, you're like, oh, but they know me, I don't desire children. And I desire them. Talk about that. If they say they don't desire, maybe ask, is there a particular reason why? And if that is a deal breaker, it's a deal breaker. It's not a bad thing to walk away because you personally know what you want. You desire children, they don't. Respectable. If you go walk away, find someone who wants kids, and you walk away and find someone who doesn't want kids. Ask hard questions like, did your parents mistreat you growing up? Did you have good parents? And if they mistreated you, did that trauma create you to be somebody you do not like? And if they were good, what good habits did you learn from them? And how has it impacted your life? All these questions on parents, how have they impacted your life? Your extended family, do you have a good relationship with them? If yes, good. If no, does that bother you? How do you treat friendships? Are you loyal to your friends? How do you spend your money? When you get your salary or the money you make from your business, how do you spend it? And I'm not talking about do you go at step by step, tell me how much you pay for rent, how much you pay for the electricity bill. No, what I mean is, how is your expenditure? Are you like a shopping addict that if money gets into your pocket, you cannot even let it rest? You have to do something with it. Is there a particular place you waste your money? Are you good at saving? Do you believe in us having a joint account, or everyone separate, or both? We can have a joint account, then we can have individual accounts. Do you believe that everything we buy is in either our name, your name, my name, or both? Do we have Are you getting what I'm saying? You're asking really hard questions because you get married and then you start realizing, wait, we are not on the same page. We are not. Me, I know how to save. This one doesn't even know how. Just spends, complete and utter spends. Then wonders, oh my gosh, I don't have anything. The month, we are not even midway into the month and I have nothing. Talk about these things. And if you find this person is different from your thinking, ask these things. How can we come together and make an understanding where I save too much, I spend too much? Can we find a balance? Because sometimes I save too much to the point I deny myself good things. So can we find balance? So these are the deep questions I'm talking about. When it comes to making love, do you believe in once a week, once a month, every night, every day, 2 times a week? And am I saying that making love has a time schedule? No. There's some people whose libido is high and there's some that are low. And especially when I talk about high libido and low libido, I'm talking mainly about women. Let me just talk about women because I understand us. So ask, do you believe in making love these times? Then they say, to be honest, I'm not very interested in sex. Never have been, never thought about it, never desired. So why am I asking you to ask such a question? Because you get into marriage and it becomes an expectation that every night, every morning before I go to work, and every night when I come back from work, my woman will make love to me. Then you realize she has no desire for it. Does she love you? Is she attracted to you? Does she desire you? Yes. But love making it's not on her radar. Then there are other women who have a very high libido. And then you find they're always on you. They're always on you. They're always on you. And you get exhausted. I believe in compatibility. Okay, I really do believe in compatibility. So have these discussions so that when you're married, you're both on the same page. You can both keep up. Of course, sometimes things will reduce, sometimes things will increase. You find the woman who was not interested starts getting interested the more you put in effort. Then the one who was very high comes down, and then you find balance. I'm in everything I say, there should always be balance. It's not always every moment, everywhere, every time you're doing it. Janet Jackson has this song that says, anywhere, any place, anytime. I'm not saying it has to be like that. Relax, relax. I'm just saying, find out, are we on the same page? Are we on the same understanding? Can we come to reason? Can we come to a place where we reason this out? Or will we always have misunderstandings? That's what I'm saying. Two good people can come together. But if you're not going to connect, if you know you guys can't work together, it's not a bad thing to separate. It's better than signing a divorce, signing divorce papers. So have these hard conversations before you get married. Then find out, will we work together, and keep it pushing, keep dating, get engaged, get married, build a life together. Yeah. Do you believe in having one car, 2 cars, or more? Do you believe we can just share one, or do we each have to have our own car? What kind of cars? Are we going to go on a budget, or we've made our first millions? Are we going to buy cars worth millions, or are we going to spend less? Because we know there's the maintenance, there's the insurance, there's the fuel. So we can be wise. This again goes to the finances. Wise on our expenditure. Where are we going to live? Are we going to live in the suburbs? Can we afford the suburbs? Are we going to live in a gated community? Are we going to live in this flat? Are we going to live in this apartment? Are we going to live in a villa? Are we going to live in a townhouse? Are we going to go back to shags? Are we going back up country? Are we going to go abroad? These are very important questions. Very, honestly, very. Because you'll get irritated and you realize, oh, my partner wants to go back to Shago, wants to go back up country. Me, I love city life. Have these talks. Where are we going to live? I know right now we are beginning and we don't have the money. We are going to live where we can afford. But when we can afford, where are we going to live? Where are we going to take the kids to school? Where are we going to take them to school? Do you believe in homeschooling or continue the traditional way of schooling the way we know it's done? What do you believe? Do we take them to, if we can afford, do we take them to international schools, or do you still believe in the public system? Do you believe in taking our kids to boarding or just day school? If not even just boarding from high school, do you believe taking them to boarding when they're in primary? I know you grew us, we went to boarding in high school, but do you still believe in the boarding system for high school? Do you want our kids to learn other languages? Do you want our kids to learn an instrument or instruments? Are there particular sports you'd like our kids to go into? Do you believe in caning like the way we were caned back in the 90s, back in the 80s? Do you believe in that? Do you believe that we should be understanding with our children? Do you believe that we should be in church together? I understand sometimes we can be working on a Sunday and we can't go to church together. But do you believe in church? Or are you going to go to the mosque and I'm going to go to church? Are you going to go to the temple and me, I'm going to go to the mosque? I hope you're getting what I'm saying. So I'm talking about your belief system. Do we believe the same? Do you believe, are you going to be offended if I corrected you? If I told you, I do not like the way you do this, I do not like when you do that, I do not like when you dress like that, I do not like when you talk to me like that. Do you get easily irritated? Do you get easily angered? Do I trigger you with such questions? How do you want me to speak to you when it comes to certain situations? Are you able to help? Because I love you so much and I want to get to know you more. I like you so much. But I know with time, as we get to know each other, you get to know my flaws and I get to know yours. There are things you will not like. How do you want us to talk about that? That's what I mean when I say have these hard conversations. They're hard because they're not normal. Usually we get into dating and we're like, oh, so what's your favorite movie? What's your favorite series? Who's your favorite actor? Who's your favorite actress? What's your favorite music? What's your favorite color? Or what do you like to do for fun? Is there anything wrong with these things? No. Because you get to know your partner, and if you want to gift your partner with a concert, you know where to take them. But have the hard questions, the ones that will build your relationship.